quick. If I catch another case, I know it's true to be missed, so I'ma keep a cool head. I got some time, Nate. I get better with time. Who got them?
Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium. And as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now in the rear-view mirror, we are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, so hot. Eleven. Go. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Get it. Steady, right?
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. He netted 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Tag! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
I'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Okay, 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready? 19.
to throw on 3rd and 1. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Sink right! Silver!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Big gain downfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Line up the design keeper. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, go, let's go. Rip, 23.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pull that in front further. 13-zip. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
70 Lions, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Good running, he rips off about 7, but they're still short. 4th down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. Mustang 19.
They're going for this. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
On the give, it's Blue. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Running back sent in motion.
Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Ron!
And you just get the play off. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our 1st quarter. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They start out 2nd and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's loaded another one up. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Try to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
Let's go.
Up the middle, blue. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They kick the running back in motion.
Press all 80. 18, Pioneer.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going deep. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
19 Lions.
They'll air it out on third. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now, and I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Rip. 20.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Turn. It's hot.
Lawrence trying again on second. Here's a screen for Tootin. Works the sideline inside the 35. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, and quick there. And they bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, Crash.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Hey, go, go, go. Here we go.
Hand off to Tootin. He still has room inside the 30. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jaguars were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Jags loading up the secondary on this 3rd down. They've got 6 DBs out there. No motion him out of the backfield.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
3rd and long for him here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Cowboy 80.
Here's the snap on 4th. And they pick him off again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That one splits the uprights, and the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead.
Logan Cook to kick off
Brock. Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Here's a design run.
Cougar 19.
Drawn up for it.
Come on.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. He's drawn up for it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Here we go. Forward. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Avoid some trouble there. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Partner, I'm going out on a limb here and saying you are much too smart. This never, not even when you were like 5th, 6th grade quarterback did this happen, right? Right?
Well, different era. We didn't really run as quarterbacks in my era, so I never ran that far. But I'll say this, as tough as that was in the 30 yards going backwards, the next 50 or 60 walking to the sidelines and looking at your coaches and your teammates and your buddies, what were you thinking, pal?
What was going on?
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Cook to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, It's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me